So in this series of tutorials on Adobe Muse, you're just going to practice building a simple website for a company called Computer Crazy, who sell PC games online. This is the basic website to start with. This is the home page, the first page. So it's a simple page, some text about the company, some images of the games they sell, and a game of the week in this sidebar on the right here, and some menus. And you're going to set it up so you do the home page and the review page to start. Once again, simple, just got text off the internet just to show the layout, some images, simple reviews, and a score, and some menus at the top. These pages haven't been completed yet, so they're going to be a games page where they sell games, and then some additional review pages where there can be reviews on specific games. Okay, so that's the basic website. We're going to use Adobe Muse to create it. So let's get started. When you first open up Adobe Muse, you will get a different prompt than this, and it will just say, do you want to open a recent site or a new site? You click on New Site. If you're in Adobe Muse, you've already got it open, you want to create a new site, you just go to File, New Site, and when you click on the new site, you will get this little prompt. And it's basically saying what size you want the web page. We're not going to go into it too much. The only thing I want you to change here is where it says number of columns, just increase that to 3. Everything else leave the same. So number of columns is 3, and we'll see what that does in a moment. And I press OK, and it's creating a brand new site. And the first thing Muse does is gives you the home page. There's nothing on it, and the master page. Now Muse has a number of different views. There's a design view, there's a plan view, which you start off in, and there's a preview we look at later. The plan view is where you just plan out how many pages your website's got and how the different pages are linked together. So to start with, you get 2 pages if you like for free. You get a master page and a home page. The master page is like a template, a page that the other pages in your website will be based on. You put in things like a logo that's always going to appear on every page, a menu, perhaps a footer. So those type of things that appear on every page, you do it once on the master page and they're copied automatically to the other pages. It just saves you time. Let's get on with creating the master page for this website. So I'm in the plan view, I hover over the master page, double click on it, and it takes me into design view. If you look at the top, you can see the plans in white, but now the design's highlighted. When I open up the website, I said I want 3 columns. You don't actually get 3 columns. What you do get is these blue lines that give you a rough layout of where you can put things. You don't have to stick to them, they're just guides. Okay, so I've got a blank page. It's a master page, so I'm going to put what I want at the top, which is called the banner, or the header area here, and what I want down in the footer, and I'm going to put on the menu. So the first thing I need to do, we've got some images, and to start with you should have downloaded the images you want and any text you want on the website, and just put them into one folder and name that folder as the name of the website. In this case I'm creating a website called Computer Crazy, so I've got a single folder. It's got a lot of things in it, as you can see here, but it's got all the images and everything I need, so I'm going to use that. So I'm going to get the banner image in first at the top here, so I'll go to File, Place. In other words, I'm going to place an image on the web page. Click on it, comes up with the normal Windows prompt. You need to navigate to the Computer Crazy or the folder that you've created for your website. In my case, I've put it in here, and my images are in this one. So I'll just go to it again. We've got Adobe there, Computer Crazy, and images. So find wherever you've stored the images in your particular folders. And I'm looking for an image called Banner CC Computer Crazy Banner Red. This one here. So you can use that one if you've downloaded it. I just double click. And what I get is this little image appears, and it's just telling me it's like a placeholder. Where can I place the image? I'm going to go right into the corner where these two blue lines meet. I click on it. It's giving me the image as it's the proper size of it. Now I'm going to cheat a little. I don't want to create a brand new image, so I'm going to stretch it so it fits right across my web page. Move it down a little. I just drag on it so it fits between the blue lines. It hasn't got pixelated. It's still clear enough, so I'm going to live with it. I could make it slightly smaller, but no, I want to go right to the edges. So there it goes. Now, these two little blue tags here, which says top of page and header, I want to mark that as the header area. I don't want anything else to go there, so I'm going to drag down the blue line. So now this banner, this image, Computer Crazy with a background, is the header for my web pages. And these two blue lines say it's the header. Okay, what's next? The footer. So I'm going to put something down in the bottom here. I've got two blue tags that tell me it's the footer area. I do the same thing. Can you remember how to do it? I want to place an image, so I go File, Place, navigate, find the image folder that I've downloaded my images to. And in this case, I'm looking for one that says footer. If I can find it, there you go. CC footer red. Double click. The little placeholder appears. I'm going to click it in the corner here. I'll see what it looks like. It's slightly smaller than the banner. Drag it. So cheat a little again and make it a little wider. And I'm going to drag it down a bit so it's at the bottom. Now my footer, I'll just move it down. I'm going to have a little bit of space above. My footer is these two blue tags. It's the image, a little space before anything else. That's fine. I'm setting up the master page. What I now need to do is add a menu, and then this part's finished. Now, Muse makes creating menus, in other words, things you click on to take you through web pages, really easy. In fact, it makes web design pretty easy all round. On the right hand side, I've got these little panels, and one's called a widget library. It's the panels. If it's not showing, if you can't see this one here, if you go to Window, it shows you all the panels you can show. Obviously, it'd be a complete mess if you bring them all in, but one of them's called Widgets Library. Well, mine's already showing. If yours not, click there. Got the Widgets Library one. I click on it once, and this little pop-out menu appears, and I've already expanded mine, but I want menus, and I want a horizontal menu. Select a widget below it says and drag onto the page. So select the menu and see what happens. Well, I'm going to close that little widget, clicking on the double arrows here. Well, it's not much of a menu because at the moment I've only got one page. If you remember when we went into it, Muse just created the one page for us. But that's my basic master page setup. I've got a header, a footer, and a page. So at this point, you go after Muse. Rewind this video if you need to, and create the master page for your site so that this part's actually finished.